In this tutorial, I'm going to go over how the databases work, a little bit of basics about that, how you can use them to search for information, and how they work together. Also how you can edit them, but I'm going to go into the details of how you can edit them in a third tutorial. So anyway, these databases often seem like they will be intimidating, but they're not. If you can fill out a web form, you can contribute to our databases, and you can very easily search our databases if you like. So first we'll go to the legislation database here. Now again, our databases do load slowly because we do need a server upgrade, so please do us a favor and click the donate button and donate what you can afford to help us upgrade our server. We need to raise $2,000 to get a faster server so that we don't have this slow loading problem. It's really hurting our ability to be effective. So down here on the legislation database page, you can search by a number of different factors, by action of concern here, as you can see, whether it's federal, the state that it's relevant in, the bill prefix, the bill number, you can enter it in here, or any text from the bill, and then you just click search. Now, because it's going to take forever for me to pull it up, I'm just going to click search here, select Alabama and click search, and then come back once the results are pulled up. Alright, now we have these search results. It took almost a full minute and a half for this to pull up. So again, please donate. I'm going to keep nagging you all about this until we raise the money we need. So here is a list of all of the bills that are currently being proposed, voted on, or passed in Alabama. And as you can see, each of these have a nice little overview of what they are. So we're just going to click here on this SB 6 Abortion Inducing Drug Safety Act here. And now we're here in the SB 6 Abortion Inducing Drug Safety Act database entry. And you can see there is quite a bit of information about the bill here. This information includes the bill's authors and the bill's sponsors and co-authors and co-sponsors if they have been entered or exist for this bill. It shows you the state, whether it's federal, the status of the bill, any dates for upcoming action. Since this bill has failed, there are none. A link to the actual text of the bill, any related activism, organizations, or files. Files can contain annotations, legal annotations by our legal analysts, and it tells you what this legislation deals with, and a description of the bill and any unintended consequences and related news links. There's quite a bit of information that you can click around and browse. Now if you wanted to edit, if you have permission to edit our databases, which again you'll need to volunteer to get, you click on edit here and it will bring up this form. Now these forms are very simple to fill out. If you've ever filled out a web form, you shouldn't have any problem filling these out. Wherever there are red asterisks, this is required information. You cannot save or add legislation or any other information to our databases if these red asterisk fields are not completed. So other than that, all of the other fields are optional. So if you don't know the information, you can go ahead and save the entry without the information in the non-red asterisk fields. But it's pretty straightforward, and there's plenty of instruction here on these forms. So you just complete your form, and then you come down here and simply click save. Save and back to items list will take you back to our raw database, which you probably don't want to see, so just click regular save. So going back up here, this is where we pick our related legislators. So in this case, State Senator Gerald Allen is selected as the author. Now in order for these legislators to exist, they have to, as this note says, be entered into the legislator database. So if you don't see them in this list, then you're going to need to add that legislator and then come back to this bill and add the author and sponsors and so on. The same is also true, The same is also true for any related organizations. Down here is a list of all organizations that you can select from, and you'll need to make sure that those organizations exist in the organization database. Now down here, a link to the bill is to the original text of the official bill, and where it says attached related files, this can include, annotations and that kind of thing, which you can choose to upload. And then down here is a description that can include things like unintended consequences and other things for lay people to understand. So once you're done, like I said, you just click Save, Not Save, and Back to Items List, and then you're done. So coming back here to view the bill, you can see how all of this information is put together. Now, after you've saved it, wherever State Senator Gerald Allen appears in his profile, this bill will come up as a bill that he's authored and, in this case, also sponsored. So that just gives you an example of how the information in our database interlinks. And it's the same thing for the organization database. If this bill is listed down here where you can select an organization that's related to it. In this case, there isn't one. But if there was one, when you visit then that organization's database entry, it would show you this bill as something that they've been involved with. So that just gives you a really great quick way of seeing how everything can be interlinked and how powerful and easy it is. This information, of course, is also presented on our wiki pages, as you saw in the very first tutorial. So even though, like I said, this looks really complicated, it's really just filling out web forms. The biggest problem that we have right now, as I have already said repeatedly, is the website running slow. So again, please donate. In the next tutorial, I will go over some of our other databases briefly, but they all work more or less the same. If you have permission to edit, you'll be able to. If not, you can always search our databases for any information that you would like to find that we have saved there.